Si Leolis Montao. Yoma, yoma, yoma. Casa de cacao.
Yum.
Missy good.
Hi, Coaster friends, and happy Wednesday. I tried to do it really creepy, but I'm not a creepy person, so maybe you can do the creepy intro. Ooh, there you go.
I'm pretty creepy, actually.
Hello everyone, and thank you very much for joining us on tonight's live stream. And as you could already tell, I am joined by the wonderful Sam Denney, lead artist on Planet Coaster, and a massive force behind the amazing Spooky Pack that just dropped last week.
A huge force!
That's exciting!
It was massive, yeah. No, really happy to be here.
Yeah.
I miss streaming, I love it, and it's good to be back.
Yes.
Hello everyone. And,
We keep you for the special ones now.
for the special ones. No, it's been really busy.
Yeah,
all this spooky stuff has been
in the works forever.
we've been kind of channeling that, but it's such a relief to have it out, and the reaction was so good.
Yeah.
We are so happy to have such good feedback from people, and everyone who's played it has been really positive about it, and I think it feels like we got it right. So that was the most important thing, was that people were happy with it, and it feels like they are. So really happy. Like the whole team are. It's kind of like a nice exhalation when we see all this awesome feedback. And it's kind of been
So awesome. Thank you for sending us that positive feedback, because
Yes.
Sam and the team really thrive off that, and they will it powers them when they work. They need all the love. Wingardium Leviosa says, hello Sam, we missed you. Everyone says hello in the chat as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Eddie S, Yard of Terror, Darren Payne, Amigos Creations, Denney, Tim Salt, Commander Real War, Wingardium Leviosa, Jester D, Matthew, Mari, Wout, Fight or Flight Gamer every week. Coaster Studios, Games for Tom, hello! DJ Dirty Nighthawk, okay. Epic Gamer, Michael B, and loads more. Crowd Pleaser, hello. Lorenzo in all caps, Wesley, Nemi, Vampiro.
Love
Thank you
Vampiro.
very much. If there's any more weird people in the chat, just ban them, Vampiro. I was like, nope, you're banned. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, she's a tough
It was a bit
mistress.
weird.
Don't mess with
But thank you guys very much, Joel, Vampiro, and Elizabeth, for modding the chat tonight, and welcome to everyone. Of
Hello.
course, if you couldn't tell yet, we are going to be talking about the Spooky Pack DLC today. Very excited. And we have a little bit of a workshop wonderland with that as well, because some of you are so fast and so creative and so amazing. There's already been a crazy influx of spooky items floating into the workshop. So we're going to show them off. And then you can talk about pieces and things you wanna tell us. He's very excited. Again, if you have any questions for Sam as well, do pop them in the chat. I'm going to not ask all of them.
Apparently my
To
moustache
avoid
is
the
on
spoilers.
fleek today.
You're on fleek with your mustache. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
it's a bit long actually. I'm starting to.
I'm jealous.
Eating lunch is a bit difficult these days. I have to end up picking out my beard. But no, thank you. I appreciate that.
Very good. There's no cobwebs anywhere or like bats flying
Well,
out.
there's plenty of grey. There's plenty of grey. Like the age is setting in. The stoop is coming.
Oh gosh.
Stoop.
Creepy noises.
The creepy stoop.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So yes, before we begin with all the spooky stuff, I have to do a shout out for the Lady Designer. Congratulations with 16,000 subs. Whoa, that's amazing. We're
Love
so,
that woman.
So
She's
proud
brilliant.
Of you.
Yeah,
Yes.
She's
absolutely
my
fantastic.
inspiration. Totally.
Whoa! There you go. Nice compliment on this awesome day. And if you do want to check out the Lady Designer's channel, do so. She's currently doing a spooky collaboration with SP Ridley as well on her channel.
Yeah, and it's hilarious. I've been watching
really
it.
good.
It's really
It's
funny.
really good.
Yeah, it's great.
So yeah, check it out.
they had a good old time on that. I think they're rebuilding their current spooky park, aren't they? Yeah,
Because
it's
they're
really
like,
good.
look at all the awesome new stuff we've got. We're gonna do even more.
Do you know the one thing she did, which was really, we looked at it, it was really close to the mark. She tweeted, it was a spider. She did in the spider's web, and it looked so close to our one. We were like,
it's good, isn't it?
what's she doing? She's looking through the windows.
Does she know?
Is she out
The
there?
same thing happened,
Where is she?
funnily enough, with SP Ridley
Really?
on the forums when we did the announcement and we didn't have pictures. SP Ridley was like King Ghoster, and he drew it out.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
it was nearly
like,
what it was
I
gonna
like,
look like.
Oh no, it doesn't look anything like that.
Which was really cool.
I totally like it as well, didn't it? It
yeah,
totally did. And
it was really
even
good.
in the early days, we had a chain around him.
That's true.
Which was close.
Yeah, had a little chain.
But we felt he kind of looked a bit more kind of cool without the chain, a bit unrestricted,
Right.
and he didn't have a flappy skirt.
The animation
and we gave him,
on his little
we
skirt,
gave him a nice.
And his shoes. Yeah, he's
his
adorable.
little skull shoes.
We can check
Love
him out in a little bit as well. So again, I keep saying hello to everyone. But
Hello,
I keep
there's so
seeing
many
new names
people
that I haven't
saying
seen in a
hello.
while, so it's
Okay.
really nice. Also, we are not going to be talking about the anniversary update during this live stream. I know Spoiler Sam is here, but he's pinky promised me to be really, really nice and good.
I'm not talking about any of the cool,
he's
awesome
not gonna
new
talk
stuff.
about any of that.
None of it.
But honestly, it's only 1.5 weeks away until Frontier Expo. October 7th is when all of that is going to come out, and you'll get to be able to see the live streams if you can make it to the event. So you will know really, really soon. It's literally like 9 days. I
That
think.
crept up so quick.
I know. We are incredibly busy and incredibly stressed at the office. So,
But loving it.
but loving it as always. This is the game industry after all. That Frontier Expo schedule, the streaming schedule, will come out this week or early next week. So you'll know exactly when and where to tune in. Again, if you can't make it, and if you can make it,
Come and
that's
touch my
gonna be so
face.
exciting. Oh gosh, okay, that escalated very quickly. You do have a touchable beard.
It's what are you doing? What was that? Did you find my lunch?
Something like crumbs fell out.
No,
or
it's nice beard oil. It's, you got to keep it oiled. I'm thinking of lowering, of raising the bar a bit. It's getting really long.
We have a couple of men in the office that have some very strong beard game.
Oh yeah, no. If you think this is strong,
impressive.
you should see like Colin.
Colin
is going.
Head
He's
of QA,
rocking the
Colin
Hagrid,
is like,
isn't he?
Yeah, it's awesome. Anyways, enough about beards. Of course,
Never enough about
we should
beards.
talk about spooky. So, without further ado,
Touch
you
the
wouldn't mind
beard.
opening this part
Touch
for me.
the beard.
Touch the beard.
Oh, playing sandbox. Yeah, that one.
Yes, please. Osric, good question. Is there an official opening or finishing time, as there's none on the website? Oh, it should be on the schedule. So doors open at 10 a.m. For Frontier Expo, we are talking about at the moment. Doors open at 10 a.m.
Until we get kicked out.
Until we get
For
kicked
being
out.
too rowdy.
Until midnight. So there's an after party at 8 p.m. And then basically
What do
midnight
I
is when we'll
think of the
close.
new
So
motion? Sorry.
very excited to see everyone. That's okay.
You know, somebody asking about what I think about the new motion.
Yeah,
platform
take it
ride.
away. Yeah.
Oh no,
I'm
I'm
assuming
saving it. I'm saving it, but I will talk about it.
Spoiler
Just-
Sam is saving us something.
I'm saving.
This is interesting.
No, I do. The thing is, the motion platform ride was one of the rides I wanted to do, and we got it in, so I like it. Basically, it's like it's kind of just. I think it's just a beautiful piece. Like Owen, who did all the sculpting on the panel work and that, and if you look underneath, there's all the hydraulics there, and it kind of works just like you would expect a motion platform ride with all the correct pistons and stuff, and it's kind of like trackless, as it were. But it's I love it. It's
very cool.
It's very, very cool, and it also just opens up the world of kind of for triggerable kind of dark ride-esque kind of rides, that kind of thing. So for me, it was kind of a really essential ingredient for this, because we did so much internal, and we did a lot of external stuff, but we did a lot of internal. A lot of the focus on Spooky was to make the whole ride sequence experience awesome. And one of the ways that I thought would be great to kind of enhance that was to be able to control the cars as you go around and literally point the camera wherever
The
you
lady
like.
designer loves it very much. She says it's beautiful.
Oh,
So that's good.
well, we'll dedicate it after her. Then.
Oh gosh, so much honor tonight, the lady designer.
But she's so amazing. It's like every time, if you want to go to a happy place, go to one of the lady designers.
Channels. It's very true.
It's brilliant. Love it.
So my first question was, how did Spooky come to be? I know that you're a massive sort of horror fan as well, like horror and thriller. Like you love this.
Well, my favourite film as a kid was Jaws, and then Alien. But I grew up watching.
We have a shark, and we have like creepy sci-fi things already in
yeah.
the game, so.
But I grew up watching loads of the Hammer horror stories. Films and old Dracula, so there's kind of like there's a real mix of old 70s B-movie kind of horror combined with kind of the sort of high-end classy end of spooky, which is kind of like your Disney-esque haunted mansion sort of thing. But on top of that as well, you've got that ghost ride thing where you would go in and some guy in a skeleton outfit would come and do things to you, terrible things, and you would wonder where his hands have been. But it's kind
talking over that comment.
No, but it's kind of like what I wanted to do.
Hey, C-Top, thank you for joining us. Sorry.
That's C-Top's here.
Hello.
Hello, darling.
People watching us.
We had a good time with C-Top, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. A bit too much of a good time. A guy. He get rid of that.
Yeah, they will.
But it was kind of when you go to these kind of fun fairs and stuff that I used to have in our town when we were kids. It really kind of the tacky, cheap end of sort of thing, but they're still kind of cool in their own right. So sort of a bit kitsch, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mix of all those things. This sort of,
I can see that.
We wanted to kind of give a lot of flexibility to this set, so you could create kind of a lot of different kinds of spooky, not just one. Because otherwise, if we'd have just gone down one path, it would have been quite restrictive for the user.
Because there's parts Halloween, there's parts sort of.
It's kind of really sort of jump scares. Yeah, exactly.
The things that pop up, the animatronics that are completely different as well. Like old school ghost house kind of stuff.
Yeah, we've got little larvae as well. Squiggly larvae, giant spiders, but we've got little spiders as well. Sort of, there's a hint of realism in there, but on top of that as well, which is the one thing that you guys always appreciate is the, and one of the things that we always take on board is being able to reuse those assets elsewhere outside of spooky. So like the couches and the bins and benches and all the different elements, like even down to the haunted house that the wall set itself.
Oh, so cool.
We wanted to kind of make sure that was you could just build a nice mansard roof house basically and reuse that. And also when it came to the coaster doors as well, we created narrower versions specifically for
which
narrower
people very
cars.
much enjoyed.
So that was because our normal template for that was an 8 metre wide piece with a 6 metre gap, for allowing like things like the Aethon to get through all of our biggest coasters. But this was kind of a step in the other direction to kind of fill the gap a bit more and make it a bit more usable and user friendly sort of thing. And this is all driven community wise and feedback from the forums and trying to kind of make sure that we are doing the best for everyone in the game itself. Doing it justice
while still standing by what we believe is best for Planet Coaster as well. So
exactly.
It's a mix of both.
Yeah, there's a quality bar which is absolutely essential for us to hit. I feel we definitely hit it with the spiders look amazing in front of flamethrowers. So many people. Oh, it's 3 p.m.
Music,
I love him. He's my buddy. We had a good time with him as well.
Yeah, so the team feels confident and proud, like they're happy with everything. And
yes, absolutely.
Let me tell you, they worked so hard.
Yeah, well, being self-published, you get that luxury of kind of deciding your own fate in this, and you kind of, we have our own internal deadlines, but if it ain't right, we will, we'll push it until it is right. And there was a big push to kind of to make sure that everything was 100%. And I think this was one of the most successful launches for us in terms of quality and stuff, because we kind of felt like we really should spend the time to kind of just make sure that everything's 100% before it goes out. And it's great. But I love it. All the screenshots that we did, building that stuff was such great fun. And
exactly. That's part of your job, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's like it was just so easy to build.
Whose castle it was that you broke down?
No, I know. I could find it on Steam.
It kind of looked like mine, but he wasn't sure.
Who was that?
Tim V.
Could be.
He had a
it was a fantasy castle and it had loads of little purple lights on, and it was quite nice. It was a beautifully made piece, and so I chopped it in half and then destroyed it. But it's kind of like the community stuff is there. They're so good.
Definitely.
Why spend ages recreating something when I can?
Shall we look at some of their things? So if you just fly into the park and then
really nice.
put down some blueprints. This is not it. This is just you haven't been on in a while. This is the empty park from Ben Watson that I like to use.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting some new ones after Frontier Expo, but I've lost my heart to this one because the plaza is so lovely.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like that. It is really, really nice, actually. I love the I love the little train going through the start there.
It's
good job.
Cool.
Good job.
Yes.
Anyway, wait. Business, back to business.
Back to business. So in my blueprints, you can find a whole bunch of cool things that the community have already created. Because
where do we want to start then?
Wherever you want. Wherever you want. I will make sure to cross off the list so we don't get confused. And again, if you have any questions, pop them in the chat, and I'll do my best to give them through to Sam.
Oh, let's look at this one. Till death do us part. Like that. Should we turn it into night?
Yes.
Because, you know, it's
maybe
spooky,
like a dusk or
and
something.
it's kind of like.
Yeah, let's do that.
We could go full dark, or should we go for like?
What's our favorite music in the game? We're being asked.
Oh, my favorite music is the cube music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like dubstep, sort of like. Yeah.
Very nice.
Wop, 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 wop.
I remember that one.
Yeah,
I think we used that one for the audio special that we did, and Matthew Florians was showing how what it sounds like when you go forward and backwards, how the music rewinds and stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Love Matt. He's ace.
Yes.
He's ace.
Yes.
Such a talent.
Absolutely.
And he spent a lot of time redoing a lot of the coasters.
Yeah, for this update, he did a lot of. He redid basically all of the coaster sounds, kind of balanced them out. I think there was one where there was a slight mistake, but he already fixed it.
He was already all over.
He was already on it. He felt very bad, but obviously things like that happen.
Well, the thing is, I actually made a mistake as well on our one and on our launch, and
did you?
Yeah, it was a broken thing on the in-descent, but we fixed it literally straight away.
Nice.
And I have to thank Mr. Getley for really putting out, because it was so much hard work for him.
So this is Till Death Do Us Part.
Oh, I've left it floating. Hold on.
It's by Doughboy Jap 99. Doughboy Jap 99. And it's, it has like a sad little story. I mean, you want to say cute, right? But it's also kind of sad.
It is sad, yeah. But this for me is this is what's great about Plan Coaster is storytelling.
Exactly.
You know, this is cool. This is really nice.
Speaking of storytelling, we've just launched an all new, and I'll repeat this at the end as well of the live stream. We just announced an all new competition called the Haunted House Competition, which is all about telling your scariest story to us. And it starts right now. You have 2 weeks to do it until Monday, October 9th. And it's basically to create a haunted house with a story in the blueprint description. So do check out on the forum. There's loads more information.
I could tell you a scary story.
Oh gosh.
It was pretty scary. I was terrified. I was playing.
Tell us your scary story.
I lived in a Victorian terraced house, and it had a basement in it, and the basement was completely destroyed. But I cleared it all out, and it had dust and cobwebs and filth everywhere, and there's one light bulb that hung down, and you went down there, little wooden stairs, had a big Victorian fireplace that was all rotten, but I set up my drum kit in there, and we had band practice in there. I was sitting there playing drums away, and there was a curtain blocking off the second room, and I was playing away, and then suddenly the curtain fell back, and I swear I saw a face there, just a face, pale.
Oh no!
I was terrified. I literally just dropped my drumsticks, and it was horrible. But
yeah, that's no fun.
I think it might have been the fumes from the mold or something. I'm not sure.
Wow,
but oh my god,
products.
that was terrifying.
That's scary.
That was really scary. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah, I did, because I used to go down there every now and again just to sort out, because you couldn't leave stuff down there too long because it got damp. I was down there I picked this big amp up, and the light bulb went bink and turned off, and I was standing there in the dark in this basement, oh my god, what am I going to do?
Wow.
And I just literally just chucked the amp on the floor and just ran straight up the stairs, even though big strong man, I'm still terrified.
Terrified.
Yeah.
With our animations, you don't have to have the spooky pack to participate in the competition.
Nope.
You can still make a haunted house. There's quite a few fantasy scenery that you can use to make something cool as well, and still have a cool story.
Look on this. Look on the.
And you can use the sequencer to make things happen.
If you want inspiration, go on the workshop and just look at previous spooky stuff.
Yeah. There's some cool stuff going on there.
Yeah. There's always been.
And also, at the end of this live stream, we're going to give away a copy of the Spooky DLC, in case I forgot to mention that, which I did. So, yay! If you want to win a copy of the Spooky Pack, then just stay tuned, and we'll give one away at the very end of the stream.
When I was a kid, there was a story about at school that when you went to this graveyard, St Margaret's Church, and if you walked around at 3 times at midnight, a skinless monkey would appear on top of the roof and chase you. No.
Who came up with that?
I don't know, but it was. We did it. We went down there.
A skinless monkey.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
not even scary.
A skinless monkey chasing you.
No, it's like one of those naked cats. They're adorable.
But no, he had no skin.
Oh, no skin. Oh.
Skin.
Oh,
I know.
I had hairless in my head. Okay, a skinless monkey.
Terrifying. It was pretty. Yeah, you had to be there.
I don't enjoy these stories.
I know. You see what I'm saying?
What's going on?
There was another one. If you walked around a grave and put a coin on top, a hand would come out. A ghost hand would take the coin.
Oh.
I swear I saw the black shuck once as well. Down a misty part of the graveyard, I saw a horse standing in the middle of the path. I swear blind, I saw that horse, and I blinked and I was like, oh my god, look at that, and it was gone. It was a horse, a full horse. I was probably
setting the scene,
having an active imagination, but man, it's terrifying.
Very creepy. Anyways, this is really, really awesome.
Sorry. Anyway, am I scaring you?
No, it's fine. It's just a tiny little.
It is a bit dark in here.
Tiny little blueprint, but it does a good job at telling a little story of I don't know, some people who have passed away, but they're still together.
It's like, yeah. Well, you know, I think that would be a nice death for me. You know?
Yeah.
You'll
Sleeping
always
peacefully
be
with your mate.
Yeah, unless it wasn't your mate and it's just some dude.
Oh yeah, just like
you're just some rando.
Your neighbour you're actually really angry with, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna hold your hand."
Yeah, oh, really? But this is really nice. I like this. This is a great example of like a simple but effective kind of piece of storytelling. It's nice. These are the things, little montages you see when you go on ghost rides and stuff. They make you think, sort of thing. It's
they
like
should, yeah.
They you see like a guy over like a creepy hat on. Oh, speaking of creepy hats.
Creepy hats.
Creepy
hat.
hat.
I was like, where?
Like a guy with a creepy hat on. He's like looking at his watch. Like, ew. What's he looking at his watch for? What's he want? What's he doing? What's going on? What's he got in his bag?
Salmon Bow, Yard of Terror asks, Salmon Bow, when will we see more spooky content incorporated into the game in the future? So I'm pretty sure this pack is locked.
I think. Well,
because it's
never say no.
So we can't change the content that's already out there in this pack. So whatever's in the spooky pack is in the spooky pack.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Existing assets, though.
Well, the thing is, so couches. We've got to address the couch in the room.
You want to do your little tiny spoiler? Just get it out of the way.
Sorry, I know.
It's a good spoiler, I promise.
But there was a lot of couch talk going on. I was like, oh really? What's this couch talk? Come and tell me more. And so it was Lady Designer as well. Actually, on her stream, she was like,
Lady SP Ridley, like.
They were like, these couches, man, they're amazing, really great. Whoa, wait a minute, I can't colour these couches. Yeah. So we're gonna fix them. We're gonna fix the couches because
the sofas and the Shaylong.
Yeah, and the single sofa.
Single chair.
Single,
cool.
yeah. Because
go.
I'm sorry. I forgot about that. There were so many pieces. There was like
to be fair, the spooky update contains 227 scenery items and 124 building pieces. So can we all just kind of forgive Sam for forgetting to make recolorable sofas?
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
It's okay.
I'll let magical hat.
It's okay.
See, I pulled colorable sofas out of my magical hat.
Whoa! Very good. Yeah. Well done. It was a good spoiler.
I'm sorry I missed it. But
it was a good spoiler. So we can't tell you when, but it will be.
Oh yeah, we don't know when actually. To be honest, it has to go in a justifiable update. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
Which.
Soon TM.
When is that going to happen, Bo?
Soon TM.
Soon.
Soon TM. Give you some time to
every now and again,
let's
kicks me under the table here.
Because I think Wix is getting bored. Because
sorry, Wix.
No, I think what happened is Wix saw his own creations amongst the blueprints.
Which one's his?
Just go. We'll go
which one?
I don't know. Pick a random one and I'll tell you if it's his.
I so need glasses.
He's probably just very excited to show it off. I got you, Wix. I know what you're doing.
Wait, which one's his?
Lady says, I'm never angry at Sam. I trusted him from the beginning.
Yeah. But she's like a fountain of positivity.
You're forgiven, says Patrick.
Oh, thank you very much. Which one is Armand's? Just pick?
Yeah.
Oh, I know this one.
This is Fricker Gaming's wife.
Oh my
and
god!
This is adorable.
I hope Fricker Gaming's wife isn't in the room.
No, she's lovely. And so Fricker Gaming is one of our featured creators, and his wife. This is her first time playing Planet Coaster, and she made this, and she was very proud.
I thought he was saying it's his wife.
Oh no! His wife made this.
I'm sorry.
And she's very proud of it. So I promised him we would show it off. So Fricker Gaming's wife, I don't know your name, but I think that's an awesome scarecrow.
It is really cool. I wouldn't have thought to do that for some reason. I don't know why. I just never thought of putting a skeleton into a hand. It's amazing. Like,
I mean, and also like considering it's your first time, like you did a good job. Fricker did a good job explaining how how to put things together and stuff, or you just figured it out because you're awesome.
It's really cool.
Really
look at that,
cool.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like
there's a lot of those animated skeletons, right? So
there's a bunch of them.
How did you guys go about doing all the different sort of?
Well, the thing is,
so
a lot of the spooky content was a bit of an evolution. Like we knew what we wanted to do. From the outset, we want to kind of have a lot of variation, all the things I discussed earlier. So so it's a nice flexible pack. But when it came to the skeletons, we were like, oh, we'll just do we'll just have a skeleton arm and grabbing, and that sounds pretty cool. We like that.
Right.
And then as soon as we were like, all right, we'll have lots of skeleton pieces, and then it's just like click. I was like, oh my god. Let's just animate a ton of skeletons, and then and Fabian, who's such a good animator, he did all the animations. Oh my god, I should have bought the reference for this. We've got to show that next time. Did you see Fabian's reference for this? He acts out all of these animations. So
that's true. Yeah.
Because he wants to get it right. He's really passionate about what he does. He films himself acting like these skeletons do, so he can make sure that all the physics and everything movement works correctly. Yeah. And he's got these amazingly hilarious videos of him lying and screaming in the office because he puts in sound effects as well. So like like this
that's
sort of thing.
Funny. Yeah, we'll bring that next time.
Yeah. I'll have to ask permission because.
Yeah, he might not want his face on this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it was so funny.
He might save it for a special video.
Honestly, we were all in stitches. And thank you, Fabian, for doing such an awesome job on the animations. But this is great. I love this. It's
Fricker Gaming says she's so proud right now. Well done. We're very proud of you too, and I hope you play some more and you
look at that by the moon
cool
as well. Like
maybe next time you can be a feature creator instead of your husband. I think that's
she
how
is. Look at that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Really cool.
Should we move on to another one?
Yes.
So, because I know I'm just waffly.
That's okay. We knew that. We knew that from the second we knew that you were going to be on the live stream. I already prepared you guys last week. I was like, this will probably be a little bit of a longer live stream because Sam Denney's coming.
I know. Sorry,
I
do like to talk.
No, it's good.
It's like
passion.
I do miss this stuff. It's good fun. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to remember where the ground is.
This is one of the first right skins. Yeah, this is very exciting.
Oh, is it?
Aerospace Smith. Hey, Sam and Bo. Will the Huntsman ever get a different set of cars that aren't themed, or can we expect other trackless motion platform rides? So for the Huntsman, I'm pretty sure it's a themed one, and the Hoax is the more generic sort of one.
Yeah, so the Hoax is kind of like what you'd expect from something, from the 20s, from the 30s or 40s, sort of when in the dawn of, the earliest sort of dark rides, basically, that kind of thing, so really, really, traditional, basically,
right.
And we've got both parts of the spectrum represented. We've got the modern futuristic kind of tilting motion platform stuff, and the really old school kind of rattly scary in the fact that you might fall off and just die, not only just spooky, just terrifying anyway. But in terms of we did think about like how this could work and whether we should do like a more generic one, but it was kind of like initially we looked at it and it was just such a good opportunity to sort of to make it it still kind of works in other themes, it could work with the fairy tale a bit, and
right.
you could kind of use it in Western. I know it's got a spooky bat on the front, but I'm sure there are bats in the Wild West. but if we were to ever do more rides in the future, I would like to do a generic version of that. That would be definitely one of the things I would like to do because I know how useful these things are, but it was a call we had to make, and I know that the themed stuff kind of makes people go, "Oh, I wish I had a generic version of that." But then
you did, because you also kind of gave.
Yeah, we give them the Hoax as well.
So there are two very different rides.
Yeah, but you never know. You never
right.
know.
So the answer is we will see.
It's always we will see.
But again,
But I would really like to do one.
we know
one
your
day.
we know your feedback, and Sam takes that to heart. So
I do.
So yeah, this is the Ripper
Which is
by
really cool.
by Kimitex. So, which is awesome.
Oh, Kimitex.
Yes, Kimitex makes
Love Kimitex.
awesome stuff.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Look at so to help me point out all the stuff of the
Okay.
of the spooky pack that he's used here. So I see the broken down walls on the side.
So this is the crypt arch here.
Yeah,
Ooh,
very
hello.
cool.
So yeah, you've got the crypt arch here. There's a little bit of skeleton skulls there. You've got the size from the from the scarecrow. These are from the base game, the candlestick holders, so they're all there. You've got the spooky vines
Wrapped around there, very nice.
Yep. And this
The gargoyles in the front.
yeah, the gargoyles. This is Danney just did such a good job on this. Yeah, she. Oh man, we nearly didn't have gargoyles because we were so kind of pushed for time. We were like, are we gonna be able to get the gargoyles in?
And they look so cool too.
Yeah, they're really cool, and Danney did such a great job on these.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they look great, and the vines as well. That was an expansion from the original set, so we had fairy tale vines, and we already had these kind of thorny ones, and we wanted to kind of push more fairy tale and more thorny sort of stuff and expand that set a bit more because it was so handy.
Right.
You got the broken castle wall set, which is great to see, and a nice embedding in there. Looks like kind of rebar, that kind of thing. And it's a really, really powerful set. Like, you know, I saw you saw the castle that I built for the screenshot, and that was, you know, using all just like the rubble pieces and the broken pieces. Again, the crypt wall set. Big shout to Tim for Tim worked just on the wall set for the entirety of the project, and he was just, you know,
that's impressive.
Just listening to my every whinge and whine and moan about making it spot on. And there's
cool.
So these are the pillars and the caps from those, and obviously cobwebs, which I think are fantastic.
Yeah, they look amazing.
They look great, you know, and they're really, really nice and
they're nicely used
very,
in here
very
as
cool.
well.
Have I missed anything? Oops. Look there. There's part of the man side. Oh my god, that's really cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
awesome,
like that.
it?
That looks great. Yeah, that's a really good use of the.
Kimitex. Sorry, I'll just scroll up a little bit. Keep going.
Am I yapping?
I missed something.
Are they telling me to shut up? Yeah, they probably.
Not at all. No, I thought this was an interesting question. Jay Contardo, out of curiosity, why was the hoax made free spin instead of controllable? He asks.
Because it's authenticity really is the thing. When it comes to like building, rides for Planet Coaster, everything is always kind of based in the real world. You know, there is and one of the rides that the hoax is kind of inspired by is for these really old. Kind of almost the earliest sort of forms of like dark rides.
Yeah, basically. I think Billy MF was just saying that it's a really nice throwback to some existing ones that they know from theme parks and stuff.
Yeah. Like one of my favourite rides is the old pretzel dark rides, which are, you know, those things are
spinning on the new.
Yeah, they're stuff I grew up with as a child, and they, you know, I know. A lot of young people these days, where would never go on one. But if you go on one, if you can find, they're still around and they're still with travelling circuses, fairgrounds and stuff. Go on it, because I guarantee you'll be more scared on that than you would on anything else, basically. Because they are quite terrifying, but they're very cool in their own right. And I think it's just kind of like we've got the more retro rides like the Zipper, you know, and like the Star Wheel, things like that. You know, they exist and they still they stay around for a reason. That's because they are cool in their own right. They have their own presence. They have their own niche in the world, basically. And that's what this was about. Was basically creating something authentic, but a nod to traditional rides, basically. So Planet Coaster isn't just all about real cool stuff and modern ultra smart stuff. It's also about, you know, maintaining the vintage stuff as well, because I think it's equally important and equally cool. So that's a very long answer for a very short question.
No,
sorry.
I have to ask a cheeky question because the ladies combined ladies are spamming the chat asking for some more lady animatronics, if that's ever possible in the future.
Lady animatronics.
I do support that message.
So, no, I agree.
I'm slightly biased.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, well, if you look carefully, you'll find that all of our skeletons are female.
Oh.
There you go.
That's such a cop out.
What? No, it's true. It's true. No, I'm only joking. No, so no, this is a really good point, and I totally agree. I think they're definitely, we're looking at kind of ways we can make it kind of more, gender inclusive. Definitely.
Good.
Spooky's pretty gender inclusive. Half our team are female. We've got
the Planet Coaster team. Yeah.
Yeah, and also
true.
marketing and stuff like that.
Yes.
So we've got a good litmus test with the team alone. If they feel it's kind of too masculine, they'll be very vocal about it, and they will be. You've seen Fern. You've had Fern on the stream. She's great, and she would not feel happy if it was too kind of like this looks like boys' toys to me, but it's not. It's quite cute, and Spooky is, in my opinion, quite a non-gender specific thing because everyone gets their own thing out of it. But in terms of the general base game, I feel like we could definitely add more more female and gender inclusive stuff.
There
really,
you go.
That I totally
answer.
agree.
And we'll keep you.
It's a very tricky topic.
On your
That one.
toes.
You've got to be really
but
careful.
We'll keep you on your toes with it, though.
Oh, sweat.
Leonie is asking if there's a trick to use the spider webs in darkness, or the colorable mist in darkness, because they're hard to see apparently.
So they are colorable for a reason. Unfortunately, the render engine does struggle to maintain the translucent shader, because if we put dynamic lights on the translucent shader, it would destroy the engine basically. It would just if you put we do it for our own good and for the players' good really, because if you started putting loads and loads of them down, they become very slow very quickly. One thing modern graphics cards do struggle with is translucency and multiple light sources, and so there is a very good technical reason as to why they don't react to physical lights and why they aren't so dynamic, and especially they use the global illumination basically to kind of light themselves. So if you're gonna build stuff, I often build underground, which is quite good, but it depends on the time of day. If you set sort of a slightly different time of day, you can get different results. Like here, I've got slightly pinky cobwebs here, so that makes them more visible. But it's using the global illumination. So technical reasons, we did try to do a lot with those. We tried to make them emissive, tried to tone it down, do all sorts of things. But unfortunately, if we'd have used any more tech on that, it would, it's just the nature of modern graphics cards. They don't, and because we allow players to place down a billion things if they like, then they would performance is one thing we're really keen on. We try to keep it as efficient as possible. So we this was a choice we had to make, was to kind of they're too expensive if you don't, but we didn't want to not include them, and that was a thing. We really always want to. It was kind of one of them things. We did think about it, and we were looking at it and we were like, do they work? Yes, they do work, but in the right conditions. But is that a reason to leave them out? No, because they're spooky. Spooky stays.
Spooky. Abdullah can we put the new blueprint down? So we have something else to look at while you chat.
Right. Okay. Who's next?
So go to my blueprint and then pick one. Creepy by Guillermo RVA. Sorry. I'm pretty sure this is a ride.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is.
Move on, Sam, says Franker Game.
Sorry.
We'll get there. We're taking our time.
I know. Bo's been really nice, and she'll start, you'll know when it's time for me to get. It'll be like, right, let's wrap this up now.
Sorry.
Right, is that the right level?
Should be alright.
That looks right.
Let's test it and maybe ride it as well, and then I can ask you.
So look at the outside first.
Next question.
Oh, look at that!
This looks really cool.
Creepy sign. I like this sign.
Creepy sign. There was 2 new fonts as well.
Did you use that? You're not using the creepy font, mate.
No.
Interesting.
And then obviously that's really cool. The boarded up windows, and I like the lit up
using
windows
the crows
from the back.
as
It's
well.
really nice.
The crows, nice. Look at
the crows are good. Who did the crows?
That was Denney again. Denney was really, really jammy. She got loads of really good stuff to make, but then most people got really good stuff to make. Anyway,
oh, absolutely.
Oh, look, here we go. Like using some of the old pirate props in here. So
well, it goes well together.
It does.
Yes,
it does.
It's a longer stream. We have loads to show. If you guys want us to be shorter, I mean, we can just stop streaming.
We can go home if you want.
I thought you guys enjoyed that we would come on and stay for a bit longer. Anyways, the question... Did you test it? Did you press test?
I think I did. Did I? Did I not?
Maybe she's... Oh, you did.
I did.
Hop back in.
Nope.
Just hop back in. She's probably just preparing the...
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Who was asking? I think it was Abdullah's.
Look at that.
He asked how long it took you guys to make the spooky pack.
Oh, this is cool.
Cool, with some lights and stuff. Very good.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't think of using those like that. That's really cool.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Whoa,
Oh, look at
hello.
that.
So much to see.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's
This is
so
really
cool.
nice.
I like this. See, this is what I mean about how the hoax is used best. Oh, like the old Dementors, they're great,
very
aren't they?
good.
Yeah, that's really nice. I like that. Very
Well done,
good.
Guillermo. I'm pretty sure this was one of the first things I've ever seen of you on the workshop, so that was really cool. Thank you very much for submitting as well.
How do I change?
No, keep streaming until Frontier Expo, says Stroopy Music.
yeah. So this is what I was talking about. You know when I was talking about the traditional rides?
Yeah.
This is the
I
kind
love
of
that
thing,
rocking chair as well, by the way.
Yeah, the rocking
That's one of my
chairs.
favorite things.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that was one of the things that I was like, we were like, oh, we should probably animate that, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
just at the end of the day.
so
We're
creepy. It's very Resident Evil sort of stuff.
So I'm just going to change the lighting
Really
to
cool.
about 8 PM just to make it a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Oh, see, we're going to have to write it again now because
Creepy.
it should have been a lot later than that. So
Yeah, just go and hop in the next car.
I've changed the camera mode. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Yeah. So how long?
Yeah.
So we spent. So literally straight after the anniversary update, we rolled straight into Spooky. Fairly sizable team. You know, so since July till now.
Yeah.
Solidly.
And some planning before that as well, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. No, it's been planning.
It's been planning for a longer time.
We were planning from May onwards, so we spent a lot of time. Excuse me.
I know, it's like the air is getting a bit dry in here, so it's okay. Sorry for coughing a little bit.
It's a bit spooky.
We're doing a lot of chatting, that's probably what's happening.
Yeah, so we started,
Very cool.
we always wanted to do sort of Spooky anyway.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like it was a shame we never got it in the base game, but the base game was so huge that we had to kind of make tough choices, and Spooky was one of those tough choices basically. But there was so many other stuff. So I want a sci-fi pack. Play the game. I think there's some
Sci-fi's for
sci-fi
free,
in there.
yeah. Sci-fi's right there.
But again, you know, it was like sci-fi spooky, so spooky sci-fi. But you know, you know, I think in the end it was kind of the right choice to kind of leave it, and now it's far bigger than it would have been if it was in the base game.
Exactly.
You know, how many pieces total?
227 senior items and 124 building pieces.
Yeah,
plus,
so over 350 unique individual assets.
Yeah.
I think that works out to be. Somebody said it was like 2 pence per asset. 2p.
Yeah.
That's really cheap, isn't it? It cost us loads to make one.
Yeah.
I wish it
I tried
cost
to
us 2p.
explain this to them last week when people were like,
no,
why
it's
is it DLC? But it's, my goodness.
It's the thing is, everyone's been saying how worth it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It was somebody on the forums actually
when you
mentioned.
do the math, it's actually ridiculous. But yeah.
But
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
it's been. We were planning it for months before we started it, and we executed it straight after the summer update, basically.
I'm gonna go and
set you
up for the next blueprint,
right,
just
to
move along the spooky train. Because we can talk and do stuff at the same time.
So doing Coffin Factory. I like the sound of that. That sounds good.
Spooky a lot says, finally a DLC right up my alley. Judging by the name.
That sounds
Very
like
cool.
a carry-on film.
TP Music is being cheeky and he says, while you're flexi coloring the furniture, how about add trees and bushes to that list?
Oh,
3P Music.
Come on, man. What are you
Sneaky
doing
pants.
to me? What are you doing to me?
Sneaky bit. There's some really cool, what are they called? Not garlands,
Wreaths.
Wreaths?
Wreaths.
Sometimes I don't know how to pronounce it. Wreaths?
Oh, I've misplaced this. Hold on.
Wreaths, did
Wreaths,
you say?
yeah.
Yes.
They're all garlands. You can call them garlands.
They're really cool. I really like how they were done.
They're really pretty, and
They're
again,
a bit more Halloweeny style. Like they go really well with the pumpkins and stuff.
Yeah, it's again
Quite
that's
enjoy those.
the more traditional kind of Halloween stuff.
Ah, this is the Coffin Factory by S. Dan
Right,
Wolf.
okay, let me just get. I want to get the level right, so Hold on. My old eyes are failing me.
Make it a bit like lighter if that helps.
I could do.
I think you're okay though. We don't really.
No, I just
We're not too fussy on these streams about floating workshop items.
I know, but you wouldn't believe how much of a perfectionist I am. You should be glad I'm a perfectionist. You know,
that's very true.
You know, it's a tough job.
But this one I feel like should be a little bit lighter so we can see.
I'll tell you what. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm facing everything the wrong way.
Oh gosh, we're gonna be here for like 5 more hours.
Sorry. There we go. Look, you got a nice glancing.
There we go.
Look,
this is better.
Nice glancing angle lighting.
Yeah,
there you go.
This is the Coffin Factory by S. Den Wolf.
Ooh.
And
oh man, I follow him on Twitter, on Instagram.
Yeah,
I think and on Twitter.
it's cool.
He produces stuff, loads of cool stuff.
I know.
All
Great
the
creator.
time. We go into a different camera mode.
Are you here, S. Den Wolf? I think I saw your name before, but maybe it's just us talking about you.
Maybe he's fallen asleep because I've put him to sleep. He's just constant, yeah.
But yeah, there's loads going on here.
Look at
The
that,
coffins.
that's so
The
cool.
coffins are the. Are they from the monsters or are these?
No,
the
that's
spooky
from
ones?
the spooky.
These are the spooky ones. Okay.
They've got animated lids on them.
Very
and all
cool.
sorts, you know.
I didn't see those. Those are awesome.
You can hide things in there.
Yeah.
I'm dibsing a coffin like this when I die. This is really nice, lead lined.
Very
plush.
cool.
I'll be comfortable when I'm dead at least. Yeah, that'd be nice. So.
I love the rats. That's awesome.
Yeah, the rats work so well.
I love that they like
don't
randomly pop out and stuff. Really cool.
Yeah. Is it Sedan Wolf? Is it Sedan? I always think he's called Sedan Wolf. Is it?
S. Dan Wolf.
Dan Wolf.
Yeah.
Sedan Wolf.
I think. I don't know. Sedan
Wolfie.
Wolf would be fine.
Anyway, Wolfie.
Quality caskets, and there it says, "Scratch and dent sale tonight."
Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
Very good.
One careful owner.
Yeah, exactly. Very good.
But his stuff is
And
really imaginative.
so
This is what I really
fast as
like
well.
about it. It's kind of he did it in no time. But he's done it in. He's kind of created something nice and unique and original. And that's what I really like. This is sort of, exactly what makes, Planet Coaster so great. Is that
totally.
you can totally use your own imagination. Just a combination of other stuff. This is great.
It's really
cool.
well done. It's really fun.
Yeah,
It's been nice to see all these items pop up because every time we do an update and there's new stuff, I just get really excited to see what people come up with.
He's done a creepy back alley.
Yeah, I love that spotlight on that door.
That is really nice.
I'm always blown away. Like I always.
Yeah, it's surprising every time.
Yeah, exactly. Like not trying to underestimate anyone because we're always expecting like the most amazing creations and stuff. But then when you actually see what comes out, it's like, they've done it again.
I know,
They're
right?
so good. You're so good.
And
I don't understand.
you can get it all in the workshop as well, and just and it's all free, free stuff. This was like this is what I like. Is like it's like touching the hands of gods. Because they're like making these amazing things.
Pretty much.
And you get to go in and like look at how they've done it and use it in your own park. It's so good. I love it. It's kind of like I feel a bit naughty when I'm like putting these things in my parks and stuff when we use them for like screenshots. I kind of feel like I really need to give them credit. I really need to tell the world. So if anyone's seen like their stuff in screenshots and stuff, I honestly didn't try to steal it, but I do feel bad if I
He's just proud.
mention it.
He's
but
just proud.
I am proud, but I do think everyone deserves credit for doing awesome
absolutely.
stuff. And this is great. Look at the spiders.
Is there anything inside? Nemi asks.
Ooh,
Good question, Nemi. Let's have a look. We'll try it. It might not be.
Oh
I think it's just a building.
It's actually
it's not
it's not very roomy.
No, it's a tiny coffin
No,
store.
there's another. See, I don't know. You could extend this out.
I feel bad. I don't want to break it.
No. I think it's
It's just it looks really cool, but I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can edit it.
No, it's very cool though. That'd be a great front to something, like a coaster entrance or something. Even the Coffin Factory as the name of a coaster would be really cool.
Awesome.
Very nice. Like that. Like that a lot. That was good.
All right. Next,
and facing the right way.
So
the right way. All right, blueprints. All right, creepy we've done. Dragon Alley. Ooh, or was it Diagon Alley?
No. Yeah, it's that one. It's inspired by a famous franchise.
Did I call it Dragon Alley?
Dragon Alley, sure.
Yeah.
It's the very famous IP inspired Street Part 1 by Pretzel.
Johnny Flopper.
Yeah, that one.
The magic magician,
yes.
Johnny Flopper.
The magician Johnny Flopper. So bad.
We love Johnny Flopper.
Anyways, I couldn't resist. I needed to put this in there. Look how cool that is, though. It looks like the actual thing. amazing.
Do you know? Oh, we were saying like how cool like Victorian stuff would look in here in Planet Coaster, and I've actually used the windows so nicely as well. That's really cool. That's a really awesome use of.
I knew Wingardium Leviosa would love this one.
Yeah, it's really cool. Is he the guy who did the big mansion-y thing recently?
No. I don't think so.
I remember he did that.
Schmerry Schmotter, Johnny Flopper.
Johnny Flopper.
Yeah, it's so good. So, I mean,
That's really,
look at the little details on here.
It's really cool. I really like this.
Awesome.
See what I mean? Like, you just sit here, and that's
the windows are so good.
That's like a desktop, isn't it, right there?
Yeah.
I love it. Very cool.
Very well done.
I like it. It's really nice, and using a nice use of the old cobbles there as well. Very cool. Oh, that's the... Isn't that new? I can't remember. Is that part of the base for the house?
It might be, yeah.
House? I think it is. See,
it has to be.
Even I'm getting confused now.
I'm a big Johnny Flopper fan, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking. I also like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
These are really good.
I went to his house once.
GG Technoid says, thank you so much for the billboard windows and the portrait frames. Yeah, aren't those cool? I thought that was such a neat way to incorporate the billboard function.
Yeah, it was.
How did you guys think of
well, with the idea was that we were going to include so you could actually put in your own videos and stuff. And I've seen like cool videos online of, because it'd be great to do sort of. We just don't have enough time, but we had all sorts of plans for. Grand plans for doing people appearing at windows and disappearing, poof, stuff like that.
Exactly, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and also people like walking past with knives and stuff. The classic horror tropes. Which are really really cool and good fun. And I'm just hoping that you guys make stuff and share it with everyone. And even I'm tempted to just make a few things and share it out in the world because it's such a cool thing.
Oh, totally.
You'll see these people put Halloween projections in their windows over Halloween, and I think it's a good point. Actually, we're in Halloween soon, aren't we?
Yeah, it's gonna be some cool stuff going on.
I hope people dressing up for Halloween. I hope you guys do dress ups. I'm doing dress ups.
Yeah.
I'm doing dress ups for Halloween.
Oh, I think the last time I dressed up was 2 years ago.
They should send pictures to the forums of what their favourite dress ups are.
Very
if anyone's
cool.
dressing up for Halloween, send in photos of the
Sam
forums.
wants to see you get dressed up.
Yep, I do.
Great.
In Harry Flopper.
Johnny Flopper.
universe.
Johnny Flopper's universe.
Johnny Flopper, yeah.
It's good. It's a good one. I like it.
That's it.
I'm working on some billboards, says Jeremy Brown. Very cool.
Oh,
Very
really?
cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't wait to see them. Look at that.
To.
That looks like
It's awesome.
I watched the film recently. It looks really, really
Pretzel.
cool.
Well done. Let's go to the next thing.
Yeah, before I infringe something.
No, you're doing great.
All right. You're doing great, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's try this one.
All right.
Ooh, what is this?
I didn't see which one you clicked.
Oh, this was...
the Spooky Haunted House.
The
by
imaginatively
Schizoid.
named spooky, medium-sized spooky house.
Medium-sized spooky house.
That's
Schizoid
pretty
made
cool.
this.
I like this.
Yeah,
It's got insides as well.
Yeah, let's put it down. I want to see it.
Oh, it's got a front and a back. Oh, we're lit at the back. Oh, Fog. Oh, I love
Fog
Fog.
is
He's
here.
great. He's like one of the few people I see on Twitter. Actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wallow TV says, I'm going to grow a grey beard and wear a Jack the Ripper inspired hat. Yes, I'm going to be dressed up as Sam.
Oh, what? Oh,
Don't inflate the ego! What are you doing?
Do it, man. Do it for us all.
You won't fit on the camera screen anymore.
I don't anyway. That's why I have to wear the hat.
Everyone dress up as Sam.
We have to crush the head before I get on. Just to keep it down. Right, there we go. I think I've got.
Place it.
I know, but it's got to be right.
Gosh.
Look at the steamy poo.
You can do it. I know, it's amazing. It's like a little.
This is.
Yeah, I want to see
really
what's going on here.
Look at that.
This is really
Hold
great.
on, let me close this boxy window. Oh, look at that. That is so nice.
It looks good from the outside.
It's pretty spooky.
It tells a bit of a story.
I like how they've used these. See, again, every time I see these things, I'm like, damn it, I wish I'd have thought of that. I'll try and absorb this. This is like brain food for me to remember.
Yeah, I know. Guy Chicago's going to dress up as Bo. Thank you, Guy Chicago. It should be easy. Just wear black.
Yeah.
Just wear black and put a braid in your hair. Done.
Well, yeah, but also, be a trapeze person as well. You have to swing from the ropes, my dear. This is super cool. I want to go inside, but I'm just kind of absorbing the outside. Oh, the old Gibbet is back.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
I like that guy.
He's great.
He has a whole family now, though, to hang out with.
I like the way the poop's building up here. Poop. Is it still called poop? Do you remember we made the poop coaster? Do you remember the poop coaster?
Yeah, I remember the poop coaster.
That was great.
So good.
Oh, look at that. Look, how perfectly placed is that? That is so good. I wish I had the debug camera because I can do all
People
sorts of
are really
shots.
good with the lighting in this as well.
Yeah, it's really,
I'm
my god.
very impressed.
How many
That's
people I saw
good.
with the spiders who freaked out about these
Oh,
spiders.
yeah.
They were like, oh my god, kill that spider, kill it. That's really nice.
The books is another awesome thing.
Yeah.
That is so
That's nice.
cool.
Leaning them up like that. That's very cool. Good job.
Yeah, the things that people have been doing with this has just been awesome.
Oh, I really like this. See, when I was a kid, when I was a child, we used to explore houses like this. Like we used to go around looking for abandoned houses, and we'd find places like this, which have like broken pieces. They didn't have any kind of weird pop-up creatures like this.
Oh yeah,
It would have been terrifying.
apparently we have to go look in the dungeon. There's a basement.
There's a dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Do I have to dig up?
Black Widow's ready.
See, somebody's built it all fully. Oh my god,
Very
that's
good.
a really nice shot.
It's very good.
Look at that. That's so.
Ooh. Okay, let's go. Are we strong enough to do
I don't think I
this?
can get down there. I'm scared.
I know, Anik Mandra, I knew you would love the books.
Oh, look at this.
What's going on here? I
Oh
don't want
wow, look at this.
to know. Nice.
I love that. Oh, there's all graves down here and stuff. Ooh,
That's
that's
amazing.
really cool. Oh my god.
Ugh. Could you imagine? I mean,
Look,
obviously they could.
The larvae are just great. It's like somebody's
Robin
just
says
laid
if you
eggs.
guys make more moving things, we're going to be so happy. I know.
Oh,
you
we
guys
did
love your
we've made loads of
animatronics.
moving things for this one.
Yeah, this one was really good.
It was super Animfest. Yeah, love that. Yeah, this is great. Love it.
So cool.
Yeah, I love the fact you've done
Ooh.
the basement as well.
Ooh.
Pretty cool. Reminiscent of my old basement actually, where I saw the face.
The face.
That
There
is
it
so
is.
nice. And look at that use of the castle steps as well. Really, really nice. Good job.
Sam is living right now.
I am. I'm
is
reliving
great.
my childhood
I
actually
know,
because
this is really
there's
great.
a bone on the shelf. There's a bone on my shelf.
Why not, right?
Why
Really
not
love
exactly?
The cobwebs.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah. I tell you, there are
Yeah.
plenty of cobwebs in my wallet. I just
Aww.
no money.
So get your spooky pack now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Help a homeless developer.
He's fine. He has a house. He's okay.
Just about.
Pretty sure there's a bed in there as well.
Yeah, well, it's made out of
You
like
should be okay.
plastic
A
bags.
coffin bed, I thought.
Yeah.
Plastic bags.
Plastic bags.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
All right, what's next?
no, but I love this. This is great.
Very
good job.
good.
Very nice.
Well done, Schizoid. I think Joel has been really cool. He's been putting all of the links in the chat as well if you want to check out the workshop items.
Did we do the spooky one?
No, we did not.
Oh,
That's
right.
Anik Mandra, who's also in the chat right now. So Anik Mandra is one of our creators, feature creators, who has been doing almost exclusively spooky and Halloween stuff before this update came out.
Oh,
so she was very all into this, and I was like, girl,
You just
watch
wait.
this.
You just
watch
wait.
this. I was very excited to see the reaction, and she's built this, and it's so amazing.
Oh, it's
so
really
I'm really excited to see your reaction.
Hopefully I placed
to
it
this.
right. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That is really cool. Oh,
She's
yes.
great with decorating.
That looks like a really, really nice centerpiece sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's really,
And like the start, like the skin to like a haunted mansion, but more in that sort of Disney style. I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of kind of family friendly haunted house sort of thing.
Family friendly.
Yeah, like with these really lovely little pumpkins on
stuff.
here. I really
So
like these. They're
cool.
cool. They're really cool. Really
So
cute.
good.
Oh, they're black pumpkins as well, or purple. I think they're purple. Maybe. Yeah, but they're really nice.
It's really well done.
I like the fact that the house has got a slight face to it as well. It's very cool. That's
Just look at this front. Like this is a screenshot right there.
Yeah, that is really nice. I like
really
that.
nice. I like this little who came up with these little pumpkin garland thingies?
Well, these?
Yeah, they're those ones. Those are adorable.
That might be me.
Really? I like those. I really enjoy those.
Well, the thing is, we were building loads of pumpkins, and we were like, what else can we do with the pumpkins? And then we said, but Fern actually
so
made them.
cute.
I have to hats off
Yay,
to Fern
Fern.
because she's like super talented and
Yes.
an inspiration to us all. 'Cause she's just
no hyperbole.
Yeah, no, exactly. You know, but she is really good.
Look at those
there's
little
wreath.
wreaths. Gosh, this is a really difficult word for me for some reason. Wreaths.
Wreath. There you go. You got it. You nailed it. Look at that. I look really.
They're so good. Look at the detail on those.
That was
awesome.
Daryl. He was quite new to the team. He'd been working on Elite before.
Yeah,
Came over to Planet Coaster.
Cool.
Because we needed the numbers for Spooky.
Well done, Daryl.
He did a really good job on those.
I like the bat on there as well.
Oh, look, they did an extra large pumpkin out of new pieces.
Yeah, so she makes those. So she made like massive ones.
Oh, wow.
And you know.
Oh, look at this! I really like this, like little. I love it when they make a journey, like with the basement in there. It's like.
It's a purple pumpkin, she says.
It's a purple pumpkin.
Purple pumpkin.
Purple pumpkin.
It's really
Pete's
awesome.
purple pumpkins.
Hey, and see, Pixel West didn't know he could color the pumpkins, so thanks.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
But you can't do the couches. For now.
For now. But this guy, he will fix it.
I will fix it. I'm sorry.
He's gonna fix it.
I made a boo boo. But this is beautiful. I love the little journeys you get where you can like walk around.
Absolutely.
And stuff like
and
that.
one of the things I always really enjoy about Annick Mandra is that yes, she uses a lot of items, but she knows just how to place them, like the cobwebs, for example. Like at first sight, you're like. You don't really notice them, but they just kind of illustrate, like on the side, like here. Like they just kind of illustrate this little extra place. I don't know. It's really cool.
No, she's really well good,
done.
and I love the face on it as well. It's definitely got a face to it. You know, it's got a real look about it, and look, like it all works together really well. I love it.
It does, doesn't it? We're creating like a really cool spooky park right now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you could.
How long left of the stream? Oh, the mods don't know because we don't know because
they want to go home.
We're just gonna be talking for a while. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
What is it? 8 o'clock? Yeah.
Oh, is it 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
We'll try to finish within the next 30 minutes.
Bo, you said there was no timer. Bo. What's this one?
There's no timer.
Magic Bookstore.
Ah, yeah, this is good.
And I was going to make some stuff.
This is by Wix.
But I don't think I'm going to have time to make stuff, am I? Maybe if Bo has me back. Maybe. Yeah, if you have me back.
If you want to.
Yeah, I'd love to. That'd be great.
We'll come back next week. We'll build something.
Okay. Let's do that.
All right.
Right. Let's place
All right, Sam.
Okay.
So cool.
Right, there we go.
Zachman, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways, this is Wix. Wix is so cool. Wix made the magic bookstore.
Is Wix in the chat?
He should be. He was there before.
Shout out
I
for
hope
Wix.
he could stay because I knew he was excited to see his thingy.
Oh, look, this is nice as well.
Yeah.
I like the beams on the walls.
Again, great creator.
Yeah, really nice. Oh, that's nice. See, I'd live there.
The chat is currently discussing who I should dress up as for Halloween. It's either Princess Amelie or Miss Ellie. I reckon I would be Foxy. Like I reckon my voice.
It's got to be Princess Leia, but Jabba the Hutt slave, Princess Leia. It's always a classic.
Maybe not.
They'd love it. They'd love it. They would.
Oh,
It'd be great. I'm gonna go as Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's nice. But
this is awesome. So Wix, he's still here. Wix is still here. Wix made the magic bookstore. I think we should have a look inside and see what's magical about this
I'm really
bookstore.
intrigued on what's going outside. But again, little stories and little vignettes.
Hooray! Sam Denney for next week's live stream. Joel's very
happy. Yeah. See how many people coming next week? Eh? Yeah. About 3. Right.
No, they won't.
It'll be 3 p.m. He's always there. He's a man.
Yeah.
We love him. Let's go inside.
That's very cool.
Oh wow,
there's a load of books.
Wow, I didn't expect that. I was like out here. I thought it was just a little bit of dressing. That's really nice.
Hey, when Wix makes something,
Wix
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Can you colour these sofas?
Oh, well.
Sorry.
Well.
Oh, have I pasted over the wooden floor? Oh.
No, it's okay. You're okay.
I'm good. Well, we'll pretend there's a nice wooden floor there.
So there's like loads and loads of different books in there. So what was the thought process behind that? Getting so many different sort of animated books.
So I saw this film once with this wizard. What's his name? Johnny
Flopper.
And it was great. And I thought, all these books, they're quite spooky.
They're very cool.
No, because it's again, like the sort of Disney kind of the magical side of spooky, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was, like with the furniture and stuff, and also just like reuse. When you've got like an object that you like of a squarey thing that you can if it's like just a mouse mat, then it's a mouse mat, isn't it, really? But if I've got Planet Coaster on it, then it's obviously going to be just a Planet Coaster mouse mat. But if it's just a grey mouse mat, I can use it anywhere. This can be anything. It's kind of like that, really. But the spookiness again was it's old libraries, isn't it? It's if you look at the Imagineers, Disney Imagineers, that kind of thing, they do have this kind of big grand house kind of feel to it, and there's always a grand library there, you know. Like the one of my favourite screenshots from the spooky release was the big library shot. You know that one.
It's so good.
I really like that one.
We're gonna get some of those, by the way. We're getting some of those printed as posters. So if you remember, like there was a really cool haunted house screenshot, and there was a really cool the library screenshot that you get with the hooks going through the middle.
Yeah, that's the one. It's in the trailer.
They're awesome. We're getting those printed as posters, and they're part of their prizes for the haunted house competition that's currently running. So check out the forum if you'd like to win one of those posters. We'll get you to sign them, and the rest of the team as well. That'd be pretty cool. What's up with the hat? Someone was asking.
Sam, just some dude.
now you're Super Sam.
Am I?
But only with the hat. Oh boy.
I know, right? I got all the tricks.
Crazy.
Anyway, yeah. But this is. I have buried. Sorry for burying your floor, but this is amazing.
Okay.
There's a little shop and everything.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's the Magic Book store.
It's really, really nice. Oh, it's upstairs. Again, like, you know, there's a journey. Oh
Whoa,
my god. Just that bit
awesome
there is quite terrifying, isn't it? Really.
That chair is really creepy. But I love it.
It's great, isn't it? Again,
very cool.
Again, you know, that's that kind of, you know, Omen kind of horror, you know, The Exorcist, you know, the more sort of, you know, old school 80s horrors.
The placement in this is great. Look at the little text above the bookcase as well.
Yeah, look,
he's made sections of his
got
little
his
library.
witches and
that's so cool.
Where's his
Poisons,
Johnny
witches.
Flopper section?
Shh. Biographies.
It's really nice. I love this. This is great.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really, really
well
cool.
done, Wix.
Yes,
I
love
this.
it. And like just a little view
the
out the
curtains
window.
are cool. You were excited about the curtains.
I love the curtains. Yeah, I know. It's just because like I can make my little dolly's house. See, you know, dollies. We can make Dolly's house. I love
creepy dolls.
See, I did this. This is what I did when I first saw this one. I was like, "Yep, he's going to be making a great statue in there." So yeah, no, he's very cool. Again.
Awesome. I want to live there, says Wingardium Leviosa. Of course you do.
I'm sorry if I'm moving the camera too much. Tell me if I am, because I am terrible. My eyes are all over the place, and I've got this kind of nervous disorder of like just where is everything?
Like the ADHD of just like so excited for seeing all of your own.
Well, it's just seeing what other people
being
do.
created by
to be honest, I can't take much credit for this stuff because this is just having an awesome team around me, really, and just like you know these guys just do great stuff, and then you guys do really even you know awesome stuff with it. So anyway, moving on. That was awesome. Like that. That was great.
All right.
Good find.
What's next? We got a few more items. A few more. Loads more.
Ghost Train. Sorry, Bo.
Ghost Train, also by Guillermo RVA.
Is he appeared twice in this?
Yeah.
He
was just really quick with making stuff.
He's all over that. Oh, it's a ride as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he did the other ride too.
Did he? Oh, right. Oh, good job. Nice.
So I'm excited to see
what this
one brings.
So again, a lot of people ask about the functionality about that.
That's going to be good.
Is there?
Yeah, well, it must be. Because I mean, look at this.
Again, like haunted house doors, these ones we want to put on because we want that kind of like, you know, abandoned house in the forest kind of thing going. Oh, this is really nice. I like the luggage and stuff. Very cool. Very nice cobwebs. Like those. Oh yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Oh my god.
Yeah, so Guillermo is really good with triggers.
Yeah, if you're an arachnophobe, whoa, a disembodied spider. Oh my god.
But I'm still moving.
Yeah, I've got one of those in my bathroom. He's only got 5 legs.
Oh.
But I leave him there because he kills all the good things. Oh, this is
really good.
I like it. Again, this is like really nice old school dark ride stuff, isn't it? Love it. Love it. Yeah. Are you doing all the sound effects?
Yeah.
Oh, we got audio on this. Because I can't hear it.
They do. We don't.
Yeah, oh, do they? Oh, we don't. Oh, that was the yeah, there you go. The Shadow Man. That was Rob who made the Shadow Man. That is pretty cool. Are you alright?
I'm a witch. I'm just making it not creepy.
Not creepy. I think you're making it worse. Oh, look at this. It's so cool.
I'm doing what Ed Lewis would usually do.
Oh, is this an Ed thing? Yeah, right, yeah, fair enough.
You're so unimpressed.
No, I'm totally
I tried
impressed.
so hard.
My inner child won't do it. I'm like, But you gotta sit still and quiet. Listen.
Oh, really good. Alright, that was awesome. Next!
That was nice. Oh, next already?
Yeah.
Alright, next. But it's really nice.
I mean, otherwise what we can do is save some for next week.
No, because there'll be more next week. More.
Alright,
hold on. Alright, let's finish.
We've got to finish them. Sorry for the bad sounds.
What's this one?
Oh yeah, this one's pretty neat.
Corleone's
Pizza.
Pizza? Oh,
Corleone's Pizza by Dirk Techno.
Spooky
Dirk
Pizza.
Techno, Spooky Pizza.
Right, he's helpfully given us a ground marker, which is really good for me because I love that. There is it. There it is. I always get rid of the ground markers. Because that's what they would have wanted. Oh,
yes.
Oh, look at that. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Like this. Oh, this is nice. Like used to the quick wall set. And
it's good. Oh, look at that.
You know where that
cool.
comes from, don't you?
What, sorry?
I think, isn't that? Oh, yeah. This is like part of the
one from the Efteling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dirk Techno. So cool.
Love this. Very nice. What can you buy here? Oh yeah.
That's both sound effects for those of us playing the Planet Coaster live stream drinking game. Yep.
Oh, is it
put
really?
a sword in the spider.
Right.
That's true. Fighter Flight Gamer. Good one. Spooky a lot says we need a bow sound effect DLC.
Yep, we do.
And Crowd Pleaser's now hungry for pizza. Question for Sam from Mikkel Burbank. Are you excited about the anniversary update? Are you happy with its development process so far?
Yes. Is that the right answer?
Yeah.
Totally. Yes.
You can say that you're excited and that
anniversary
the process is going well.
Oh my god. Oh god, what can I say?
You can literally say that.
Can I? Is that
what
I
am really excited about the anniversary update. And I'm very happy with its development process, and we can't wait to tell you more about it at Frontier Expo on October 7th, next week, Saturday. You can say that. Do you want to say it again? I think you're okay. I broke Sam.
Oh, but I was looking at all the things today. They were really cool.
Getting ready to mute the entire stream.
No. I won't say anything, honestly. But some nice things.
Yeah, I mean, look at that face.
There's nice things.
He's excited. So
there's nice
of
things.
course we're excited about the anniversary update. We're really stoked to show you guys what's going on with that. But yeah, it's going to be next week.
I am on a spoiler embargo, aren't I? Totally.
Absolutely are.
They would kill me if I said anything.
We literally would.
There's so many cool things.
Literally would. Frontier Expo. Frontier Expo is in London.
This is a big deal for us though, because it's like our biggest.
Yeah.
We've never done anything like this before.
No,
so.
this is our biggest event, so we're very excited. And yes, obviously there are things that are purposefully being held back for the expo because we want to make it worth your while.
What did they see?
No, we can't. No, it's gone.
They saw
Update
it.
1.3.9, it's gone.
They saw it. They saw it.
We're not talking about it. Nope. What's this? This is awesome. This is the...
It's already been spoiled.
Is this the... No. What did you click? Oh, the Chaos King Fountain Piece by Billy M.F. Mays, who's in the chat. Billy! Billy, look!
This is really nice.
Billy, this is awesome.
Really, really cool. I like this.
It's very scary too. Look what's on top.
I know, right? This is amazing.
Oh,
look at that.
What in the world? Dude.
That's really cool.
That is some imagination.
That is very, very nice. I like this a lot. That is really cool. Give this man a job.
he has a job.
I don't know what
He's an amazing streamer.
What is this? Like, how's he made it? Sorry, I'm going to have to just go in there and fish around.
The icicle, so it's a lot
of...
don't break it.
Because we made these flexi-colour, didn't we? We made these colourable.
Yeah.
Because it was like such a...
It's all the candy stuff.
Let's just make these colourable. That'd be lovely.
Excuse me.
That's really cool.
It's awesome. It's a cool little centerpiece.
I love it.
It's
like, it's really nice. And in fact, it's like actually more going on underneath. Reminds me of kind of old school video game, like boss characters.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like the 2D side scroll. It's like, what was that game?
Very cool.
VTOL? No. Oh, there's a side scroller shooter, which has got a little spaceship.
Someone said it's Ed on top of the thing. It's not Ed.
No, but it's
guys.
Ed's eyeball. If you look closely into Ed's eye, it actually looks like that. I'll come for you.
It is a very scary one.
It's really nice though, very pretty.
Yeah, it's well done. I like it.
It's scary but
I
beautiful.
love the chains with the pillars. That's
really
cool.
nice use.
Nice little detail there.
Yeah, love it. Anyway, next.
All right.
I'm gonna try plow through this because
Okay.
otherwise I'm gonna get moided.
No, you'll be fine.
Spooky
We've got
Crypt.
5 more.
Ooh.
The Spooky Crypt by Fricker. We've seen something. Gosh. His wife made the scarecrow in the beginning, and this is Fricker.
Oh, this is
himself.
Fricker, Mrs. Fricker
This is the husband.
and Fricker. Oh, we should put them together then.
This is the husband. Yeah.
Where are they?
Oh,
lightning.
Some lightning going on. Yeah, over there. That one.
Over there.
Yeah.
Let's put them
See the
put them
little-
together
yeah.
so they're all nicely.
Yeah. Oh, yay! Well done.
Look at that.
Yeah. So he made the Spooky Crypt.
I'm going to
I
the
like
camera
it.
mode so I can get at. Yes.
This is very cool.
I do love getting the more intimate views because that's what's so great about
Yeah,
these.
you like to create sort of these
screenshot
like, moments.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that, like just there, a little spade and so cool.
A classic cemetery, says Lorenzo. Yeah, it's very nice.
It's really. Oh, but look at this.
I love the lightning on top.
Look at
That's
that.
really
That's
cool.
an amazing centerpiece there. That's really cool. Oh man, you guys are spoiling us with your.
Owen Evans, that's really funny.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Very
this is
cool.
cool.
Nice to see the
What's in
lightning.
the crypt? What's on top of there? Is it just rubble?
Was that?
Oh, there's a little spider.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's the night. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
He's very
Ooh.
cool. That is really nice. That's a really nice piece, that is.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
good.
I
Really
love the
well
way you're
done,
mixing
Fricker.
up stuff that's like
That
non.
door. Oh, I love that door.
Yeah, that is a good door, isn't it?
So good.
Love the way you're mixing up different stuff from different parts, using the broken castle wall set as well, and just mixing up, from, our existing piece set sort of thing, all the torches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. Guys, you should just fish around in there, and look, it looks great with the missus as well.
Yeah, exactly. There you are, both together. This is a nice moment.
That's awesome.
I hope you're still watching. That's
I love
pretty
it.
cool.
That is really cool. Love it. Anyway,
Well done, Fricker.
I am back on.
We've got a few more. Oh,
Few more.
three more. See,
Three more. Here we go.
Now you're on track. This is good.
But look how many cool things
I
they've
know.
made. Amazing.
You haven't made them. You
I
put them
know.
down.
We made. Yeah, but you can feel like it. You can feel like a king for a day.
That's true.
It's
Alright.
great. What's missing? Right.
That one.
That one.
Yeah.
This is called the
Pip shot of horror.
Pip shot of horror. Oh, next to a shot. I love shots.
Oh, we did. We did show that one, didn't we?
No, not the pip shot.
Did we not?
We showed the pizza pen thing.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I just randomly. Yeah, this is the pip shot one.
Your
Also,
brain
Dirk
is-
Techno.
The spooky's going back to
Joel
your
says,
brain.
I love the new rune parts and the loose stones and the rubble. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, the rubble is super powerful. That was
awesome.
one thing I didn't realise how good it was. It was like, again, big thanks to Tim
Yeah.
for doing such a good job on that. But it's kind of really nice. I used it for broken tiles and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Because you can flexi colour them, change them to whatever you want. And
That's very cool. Yay, another one, says Dirk Techno. Yeah, I love how you did the letters on that. That's
yeah,
really
that's
cool.
really cool. Yeah, that's really
And
nice.
Fricker Gaming says that was a perfect date night for us.
How is
Nice.
it? Down the crypt.
Yeah.
Oh, nice use of the banners
Really
as well
cool.
and the garlands.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I kind of was wondering how people would actually use the garlands and whether they feel like they could get on with them. Because
Right.
I remember I saw a few streams and they were like, oh, I wonder what we're going to do with this.
Right.
Because we watched the spooky streams like Hawks when we first released stuff.
Yeah,
We were like,
I know.
please be nice.
Please be nice
Be
to us."
gentle. Please like
And
it.
you were.
But yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, and like seeing the garlands and stuff being used
Matthew
is
says,
great.
such an amazing DLC. The community are so talented. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yes, they are. I love. This is every time. This is my favorite part of the entire thing. It's just that looks a bit like a face on the side.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, it is a face. Yeah.
It's really funny.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's really cool. Love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Very nice.
Well done, Dirk Techno. And again, like how you did like 2 major blueprints in such a short amount of time is really impressive. So.
And also,
good stuff.
shops are really good to make because whenever I'm making parks, I need shops. I always need shops and themed shops because they're kind of their essential ingredient to the park. So
Yeah.
they take a long time to create, especially, and everyone's kind of, you want to concentrate on your centerpiece, and the shops are kind of great little side pieces. But it's obviously time and effort and stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you can get them from the
Totally.
workshop, then please, build more spooky shops, please, because they are really, really useful. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
What we got left?
Just a few. The first one we still haven't done.
Oh, hello.
That's the basic graveyard by Burgerman.
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 Great name. Oh, we should put it in front of the spooky house. Like it's where it belongs.
Aloria says you can use the coffin as a flower pot.
That's a good idea. Yeah, like a coffin.
Oh, doesn't it have some of the rain effects in there? That's pretty
yes, the rain. I'm so glad you guys like the rain. 'Cause,
excuse me.
It's one of them sort of things that we really wanted to do and really wanted to, felt we could, make some cool stuff with, and you guys really, the feedback to that was great, and it does look amazing. Like, when you're in here, it's like super nice. Like,
yeah,
super,
totally.
Hold on, we need
awesome. Lorenzo, I know we only showed 2 dark rides, but the spooky pack's only been out for like 2 days, so can't expect the most intricate dark rides right now.
Oh, I know.
It's already amazing, like the amount of items that we're showing off.
Yeah. Oh no, don't be disheartened. There's going to be. That's the great thing. Is there's going to be more to come.
Oh, it's going to blow up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Look at that. Oh, I love it.
Really cool.
There we go. Oh, that's really nice. I like this. It's kind of like a little self-contained thing. See, it's these things that I these things I appreciate the most, sort of thing. In some weird way.
Simple.
Yeah, just nice kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know, something I can relate to, I suppose. Oh, if I paused the game, I did, didn't I? It's just got a nice vibe to it, sort of thing.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Hanging out. Well, this is the sort of place I'd hung out when I was a teenager, drinking cider. When I was not a teenager.
Wow.
I was drinking cider. Drinking cider when I was a kid was a really bad idea because it put me off cider for my entire life.
Shouldn't do that.
It tastes the same coming up.
Shouldn't do that.
It does
be a responsible person.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, I learnt my lesson, and now I'm teetotal. Apart from the occasional forced whiskey.
Oh dear. Sure.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, that is really nice. I like that. Beautiful, lovely. Especially the open grave, ready for me when Bo's finished with his
No, not at all.
You could have annoyed me.
Oh, Sam.
Where are we?
You do such a great job. We still need the Halloween decoration.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Yeah. So this is PixelWes89, and he kindly put a set together for Halloween for us. So you can use any of these things individually, or plop it down like this. I don't mind. But he made more of a Halloween sort of focused piece there. Abdullah's so the streaming schedule for Frontier Expo will come out at the end of this week or beginning at the end of this week or the beginning of next week, and then we'll have a little article on the Frontier Expo website where you can read when the official streams are, and then we also have a separate page where all of the special guests that we have invited and their channels and their streaming times are as well. So throughout the entire day of Frontier Expo, you can jump into people's streams and you can follow the official streams and watch us. Yes, lots going on. Also, if you can't make it in person, so I'll put that up really, really soon, and it'll be on the forums as well, so you'll know. Yes, what's going on here? This is awesome.
Skeleton.
A grave mound.
I like that.
It's very cool.
That's really nice, isn't it? I love the twisted fence and stuff in there as well.
Save me from my curse.
This is me when I was 21 years old. I was so skinny, it's ridiculous. I know, right? Crazy, but that's really nice. I love that. Again, that you see how effective the rubble is.
I feel a bit bad for that skeleton though. He's so desperate to
Maybe serenading. Maybe you need a skeleton up there. Maybe serenading the moon.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty good.
Oh, moon.
That's good. It's a good song.
It's an Italian skeleton. He's like this. The moon.
The moon.
The moon.
I love the luna.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, and there's some really cool pumpkin pieces.
Isn't there something cool about hold on, I'm jumping the gun. Isn't there something cool about and spooky about a graveyard that's kind of breaking out of the ground and broken apart?
It's scarier than a normal graveyard.
Where I used to live down. I know this is going to be hear another story. Another story. Oh. But there was a tale of the Black Shuck, which was in Dunwich, and one year, this was like in I think it was like 1400s or something like that, 1400s, 1500s.
Okay.
There was a massive storm came to Dunwich, and it was it's a town on the cliffs, and everyone had to go to the church because the storm was so huge. And somebody saw, as they were going there, they saw this dog running along the cliffs with fire in its eyes, and it was pelting towards the church, and the guy, they it burst through it came towards the church and burst through the doors, left a massive scar along the doors, and came up and attacked the priest, and then shot off again. And they reckon it was the black shuck. Yeah.
That's
and you can go down there today.
Weird. How do you know all these weird stories?
You can go down there today and you can see the marks on the door where it's.
No.
It was really cool.
Oh,
it was really cool.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway.
Sigma Jump says tonight on Most Haunted with Sam Denney.
I know, right? I know. I've got loads of stories like that.
Cool.
Really
well, I mean, it's good for some inspiration, obviously.
It is, yeah. Like
especially for an artist, I can imagine how that.
I knew these from when I was a kid. I really loved haunted stuff and spooky stuff, and all the way from a child, So. The graveyard, like I say, the St Margaret's Church had a really big graveyard and like loads of abandoned parts, and it was a place to go. It was just enjoyable to be terrified. I don't know why. That's weird.
Very cool.
Oh, this is nice. I like
this is cool, isn't it?
That's really nice.
Yes,
yeah,
this is very Halloweeny.
Again, that's that kind of that sort of kitsch Halloween. What traditional Americana sort of stuff, isn't it? This is nice as well.
Yeah, I love the little barn things as well.
Super cool.
Like by the side of the road sort of stuff you encountered, like Headless Horseman.
Oh, I like the way you made it as a cape. That's great.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
Oh, Pixel West.
Candles and dynamite.
Someone else did that last week in a dark ride, and I was like, I don't think that's a smart thing to do.
It never works. It just ends in disaster. Oh, look, another skeleton being held up by things. I like this though. This looks like he's got like tentacles.
Yeah.
Like
the spooky vines are excellent. I really like the expansion on that.
That's really nice. Very cool. Oh, hello. That was a surprise.
Those guys are great. I love those guys.
Yeah, they're very cool.
And
again, big shout out to Rob on that one. He did really well.
The side is sort of decorated with
the garlands.
The garlands, yeah.
And the what?
The wreaths.
The wreaths. I'll go with wreaths. I think it's probably a better pronunciation than I had. These as well. It's probably more correct,
isn't it? Sort of gallows,
yeah. That's a great entrance as well. You could do that as a ride entrance or just a part of your park. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Really excellent work, Pixel West.
Yeah. Good job. There's so much to see here. Oh,
yeah, so I mean, you can literally just take whatever you need, basically, and that's cool.
Yeah,
is that Kraken thing new?
No, it's part of the original game, I think. Part of the pirate set.
Jeez.
But
still discovering after a year.
I know.
My goodness.
What did I find the other day? Something really cool. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's gone now. But it was. I found it and I was like, oh wow, these are amazing.
Oh, yeah,
little planters that had flowers already in them. I was like, oh, these are really pretty. Yeah. So I used loads of those.
Still have them, yeah.
Yeah, I go through a phase of like, oh, these are nice. I'll use some of these.
Yeah.
This is all really cool though. Oh, I like the stocks on top there and like the
very creepy.
It all works now. Like it all. These are great.
Can't wait for the giveaways as with their animations. We've got one more blueprint to show and then we'll do a giveaway.
Are we giving away stuff?
We'll call it yeah, we're gonna give away some.
Is this a competition I can enter?
No.
Oh,
no. You already have the spooky
Did you see when I won on 3 p.m.
Yes, I know.
Stream?
It was the best.
That was so funny.
I think it's one of your favourite stories that you enjoyed to tell.
Yeah, it was great.
It's really good. I'm pretty sure 3 p.m. was very
What are the chances of that, though? Oh, what am I doing the park management screen? Right, blueprints. One more. Which one is it?
It's the Haunted Crypt.
Haunted Crypt.
Should be this one, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that's a big.
And then we end on a ride. Yeah, that's Zenith's ride. So that should be exciting, because Zenith team likes to do, like, really cool ride experiences.
I think, in answer to the question about rides, about show and dark rides.
Oh, this is the Huntsman as well. That's cool. It's a different one.
The rides take a lot more time to make.
Yeah, because there's so much you can trigger and do, and
they're quite complicated affairs, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, I'm sure we're going to see some really good rides, I think, and especially seeing creative videos and stuff like that. So that'd be great. So let's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, how do I get? Oh,
there you go. Test it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do I play this game?
No, you're good. Games for Tom will create some stuff really soon, I'm sure. Yeah, he will love this as well. I just love this track. It's nice, isn't it? I love the fact you can bury it as well. It was designed to be buried, basically. So neat.
Yeah,
really enjoy it.
If you put it flat on the ground and then use the the floor tiles that we gave.
Yeah, you can totally just make it go.
Yeah, it's very cool.
All right, Zenith, what have you got in store for us?
Spiders. Can you imagine like a spider that big?
Oh no. I don't really want to.
It would be really, really bad.
I'm just getting my head around like little ones.
It'd be a bad day. Oh, look at that. Look, he's actually managed to track the spider going up as well.
Really cool.
Yeah. That is very cool. Love it.
Yeah, this must have been, oh, here, Tim Salt, the dev team must be so proud with how well the game is done. Yeah, and they should be. I mean, obviously we're proud.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been an amazing year for you guys.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, the more successful this is, the more we'll keep doing, and the more it kind of gives us cause to keep coming back and keep, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Keep making more stuff. So the more support we get, the more we know, we feel that people are appreciating what we're doing, and you know, the more people buy it, spend the pennies, then I won't be homeless, and
that's all right.
we can make more pets. We make cool things.
More cool
so
things.
yeah, so no, it is. Hello, I'm from France. Thanks, Lucas. Hello. Bonjour.
This is so neat.
But no, this. I honestly, we are super proud of this.
Yeah, good.
It's been a lot of hard work, but this is nice. So, yeah.
Hello.
This is really nice.
Yeah,
this is the first time I've
really
seen one of these actually been like
the complete experience.
Yeah. Oh, look, all the spiders. He's done really well.
I know. This is really excellent. Was this a difficult ride to get right?
What, the Huntsman? Yeah, so we were building on an existing feature that we had already for the what's the case? The test pilot.
Yeah.
So it was the same sort of functionality as that, because you know, obviously, you know, we have to kind of be careful about where we spend our efforts and stuff. Oh, yes. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And you know, this is the same sort of functionality as that, and we had to kind of, you know, be careful about the time. So we kind of we used that as best we could, and the results came out really well. They really well, and I'm really, really happy with it. And when I first saw it coming in, I think on the video when you see it come past on the launch video, when it comes through the door and spins around, and it's the excited kids' faces and stuff. It was like, oh yes, we've done it. It is a little tricky to use. You know, you have to kind of, you know, at times you have to kind of sort of bit of play testing, but once you get the hang of it, you kind of get in there and you're in the zone, and it's, you know, like anything new, you have to kind of keep trying and playing around with it and stuff. And
some people will pick it up faster. Some, you know, people that are kind of more experienced with these rides, they'll like Zenith. He makes these ride experiences all the time.
I think it's fun learning what you can do with these things.
Yeah,
and just,
absolutely.
You know, just exploring.
Don't be discouraged. Like, just try things, try different things, see what works for you. See what you can do.
Yeah, I have this saying
Start
which
small and simple.
I always say this with my guys on the team. I always say it's a classic, like that everyone does, is that they play it too safe. And I always say, my thing is, you don't know how far is too far until you've gone too far, if you know what I mean. So
that's interesting. Yeah,
you know what I mean. It does make sense from, like, you know, like when we're doing like colouring of stuff or scale of things, like we would say, like, let's make it really big, you know, and see what happens. And then when you feel like it's, but then you know what's too big, and then you can dial it back and sort of, but then you can find this perfect middle ground. It's great, and that's what the thing with this, strategy. You know, it's my whole mantra for life really is just go to the extremes, you know, see, you know, explore and try things, you know, because you never know what you will like and what will really enhance your life, and you know. Like with making dark rides, I'm sure it'll enhance your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's the whole thing with Spooky. We want to be brave. We want to push hard and provide, you know, the best thing we possibly could. And,
it looks like we're on the ride. Someone said, it actually does.
We are on the ride.
Yeah, I mean, excellent. Thank you guys so much for those of you who submitted your items already.
Amazing.
We had a really nice time looking at all of these things,
and
they're all
really cool.
Even though they're all, you know, some of them have similar ideas and stuff, they're all very, very different. Like, people interpret everything.
There's some really different stuff here, though.
It's like, really cool.
Yeah, it's like, have a quick flyby just to remind ourselves of what we've seen. This is beautiful.
The Crypt and Fricker Gaming's wife made that scarecrow, and here is the Kimatex ride skin as well, called the Ripper.
Love that.
And then there's some
on
cool,
the wrong side
it's
of this
alright.
one.
There's some cool dark rides here going on.
That looks nice though.
Yeah.
I love the use of the boards as well. We're hoping people do
Yeah,
that.
they're very cool.
And,
They're very cool.
oh, this one, Wolfie.
Yeah, I love this one.
Love
the
the
Coffin
Wolfie stuff.
Factory by
Yeah.
S. Wolf. Really nice. Really cool Main Street sort of building.
Johnny Flopper.
Victorian Street. Awesome.
Very cool. Like
Someone
that.
says no spoilers, sad face, but I'm pretty sure you gave a spoiler about halfway through the stream
I did
about your sofas and your chairs.
I did do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. There's
This
so
one is
many
lovely.
things.
Anik Mandra, I really like this one. Really, really like this one.
That is really nice, isn't it?
So good.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
I just love the face on it, and
Yeah.
it's endearing as well. In its
Yeah.
own way. This is nice though.
Hashtag time for giveaway. Yes, I know. Oh, the
Inside
Magic
there.
Bookstore is really cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, very
They're
cool.
all lovely.
I'm feeling.
So you guys are too good. Too much to see.
Oh, look at this. All nice.
It's
Anyway.
amazing.
Yep, that was our preview. Have I missed anything? Oh, the shops.
Yeah, there. And that's it.
And the fountain as well.
The creepy
Awesome
eye monster.
fountain, yeah.
Oh, let's not end on that one.
Oh, really?
Oh,
all
I
right,
know
let's
you-
go.
I know
I
you
know,
were
I know
going
which
to,
one you really like. I
yeah.
know which one your favourite is, so I'm going to go. Oh, if I can get there. I keep flying past it.
Slowly.
There we go.
Find it cool. Yeah.
There we go. We'll end on that one.
So nice. Woo! Love this one. Yay! All right, let's give away a spooky DLC pack. Why not? No, I know I don't have water. Sorry, Osric. I keep getting a dry throat. That's it. So how about we put in the chat hashtag spooky pack, and we'll pick a random winner. You have about 30 seconds as of now. Oh my gosh, Sam is he's lost it.
I know.
He's gone.
I'm just.
You happy? You happy it's over? Did you have fun?
Yes, it's good.
Yeah?
I love live streams. They're really good fun.
It's nice to have you back. And again, like, big thank you to you and the entire Planet Coaster team for all the hard work that you guys have done on the Spooky Pack. I think it's absolutely
Yeah, the
amazing.
guys were really blood, sweat, gravy and egg.
Yeah,
Basically, a lot of stuff went into this pack, and
definitely.
like everyone on the team they're all really, really passionate about every single thing they do, and everyone just wants to make beautiful things, you know. And so I'm really fortunate. I keep. I was talking to John today, and he was saying this was his favourite project, John Law's, that he's ever worked on. And for me, the last project I worked on, which was like this, was Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 back in the day, and I thought nothing could beat that. But this has blown this out of the water.
Oh, that's so nice.
Completely,
See? So
yeah.
much passion.
But also
Good.
the team I'm working with
They're super talented.
is the best team I've ever worked
They're
with.
so
As well, they are really. Also we've got we gel really well as a team. Everyone's really kind of they get on really well, and everyone's really relaxed and chilled, and we know each other. We've been working with each other for years now, and
That's nice.
we've got a really good relationship, and everyone kind of just respects each other, and you know. And
Stop putting it in the chat. We're gonna pick a winner.
we're gonna pick a winner.
Each other. Yeah, it's really nice. It's lovely, and I think it's that sort of like, you know, the love and the shared passion that you guys have. It just constantly shows in the game and with every update that you guys create. So I mean, we, and speaking for the community, I think are super thankful for that. And
well, we really appreciate it, because you know every person that makes this stuff is a human face. So behind every little every polygon, every texture, every little window, every gargoyle is a person who's made that thing, and they have a life, and they have hopes and dreams, and you know, and
fans.
They appreciate, and fans. Fans.
Family.
Well, I'm sure they're fans as well of them.
Oh yeah, well, you know.
But yeah, and they really appreciate the feedback and the love that you guys have been giving. So you know, it's not just just this us two. It's like
no, there's loads more.
Hundreds of people back behind that green screen there.
Yeah, they're all hiding. They're all hiding in their green outfits. The winner of the Spooky Pack DLC for tonight is Femke Maas. Femke Maas, congratulations.
Yes, good job, mate.
I think it's a woman.
I call you mate. You're right, mate.
Yeah.
You know.
Just okay. And so if you're still there, I hope you're still there. Do send a message to, there we go, community@frontier.co.uk, and with your username here, and then I can send you a code right away if you do that now. So yeah, congratulations. If you already have the pack, you can give it to a friend or someone in the chat, which they would probably be really happy as well.
Or me.
Sam already has it. He's sorted. He doesn't need one more. Fricker Gaming, Sam, I'm your #1 fan. See?
Oh, Fricker, thank you very much.
We've got a fan.
I'm your #1 fan now. Oh no, the ladies.
Yeah. We all love each other, and we're gonna see each other next week at Frontier Expo. So that's gonna be really, really exciting. Yeah, congrats, Femke, and do send me an email. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and all of the support for tonight.
Is it over?
Really appreciate it. I am going to round it up now. Do you want to say anything else?
Just thank you, Bo. It's been awesome as always, and thank you everyone who's been so supportive of all of our stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, community, just regular gamers, people who just pop in, say hi.
Yeah.
You know, initially when we started, we were like terrified because this kind of like, you know, there was a big debate at the start, and you guys just swept it all away with such love for it, and we're really happy. So you know, we'll hopefully come back with more, and this has proven that we can still make you guys happy, and that's what, if we make you guys happy, then
more news at Frontier Expo.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, October 7th. Again, like I said before, I will put up the...
Do you know what? Hold on. There is a spoiler in this chat already. You just don't know it. It's not in the chat. There's a clue.
All right. Anyways,
you just don't know what it is. It's really subtle though.
No, it's good. All right. Well, you guys pick Sam's words apart. I don't mind, but he's not saying anything else anymore. No. Again, so next Saturday, 7th of October, is Frontier Expo. If you cannot be there, we're very excited to see everyone there, of course. If you cannot make it, we are doing live streams throughout the entire day. That schedule is going up at the end of this week or the beginning of next week. So do keep your eyes out on the forums or on frontierexpo.com. That's where you'll find everything. Also, we have a haunted house competition for Planet Coaster right now. You can look on the Planet Coaster forums as well as to what that entails. Basically, we would like you to tell a story through animatronics and like triggers, things that are moving, with a descriptive story in the blueprint description on the workshop as well. Oh, sorry, talking so fast.
It's those wreaths again.
Definitely, that's my nemesis.
Johnny Flopper.
Oh gosh. Anyways, so there's loads going on. Do check it out. If you want to know more, you can always email community@frontier.co.uk or get in touch with us via Twitter or email, whatever. It's fine.
Yep.
And again, thank you so much for all of the support and all the love that we've been getting from you guys. It means a lot to not just to us two, but to everyone at Frontier. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And there will be a stream. There will be a stream, won't there?
At Frontier Expo, yes, all day. I'll put out the schedule. So we have streamers that are coming that are doing streams from the show floor, but we're also doing our official stream, which I'm hosting a part of, and then Ed is hosting a part of as well. It's going to be massive. It's going to be very exciting. We are in full preparation. So
do we know what? Do they know who's going on where?
No, and that will be
revealed
very soon.
I'll be very quiet about that one then.
Yes, it's going to be super exciting. So again, thank you very much. Hope you have a lovely night, and see you guys very soon.
The clue is Gary Newman.
No, it's not.
What does that mean?
Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next week.
Bye.